Hi, I'm Verdugo. I'm a non-binary person from La Paz, Baja California Sur, Mexico, a master's student in the Social Dimensions of Health program and at the Center for Transgender Studies at the University of Victoria. I have a degree in psychology with a specialty in social psychology from the Autonomous Metropolitan University of Mexico City. And I am an activist for LGBTQ+ rights in my country. In March 2019, I started La Paz es Diversa as a space to build community and organize ourselves as LGBTQ+ people in my hometown, La Paz, a small city in the northwest of the country. This community-based organization has grown a lot since then. At the state level, we have since then achieved the recognition of equal marriage, the recognition of trans plus identities for people over 18 years old of age, and the prohibition of conversion therapies in our state, in addition to the inclusion of LGBTQ+ issues on the agenda and budget of Baja California Sur. This qualitative study was born as a result of years working with trans plus communities, especially youth and their families, through this organization. Since, despite advances in the field of human rights, greater representation, and visibility, the challenges faced by trans youths in La Paz are still present and have a profound impact on their mental health. In a national survey conducted by the Mexican government, it was shown that trans youth are slightly less accepted by their families than cisgender LGBT+ youth, and that they are significantly more likely to be subjected to violence by their families. In addition, many trans youth are forced to go to a mental health professional or religious authority for conversion therapy. The information available on the mental health of trans youth in Mexico and Latin America is very limited and lacks an intersectional perspective that recognizes the multiple experiences and contexts of trans youth. Little evidence exists on what supports the mental health of trans youth in Mexico, such as family support and other potential determinants of mental health. Therefore, it is imperative that the voices of trans youth are heard and have a say in mental health policies and practices that affect them. This lack of evidence suggests that it is necessary to produce research that considers the specific conditions and barriers faced by trans youth in Mexico. Research that contributes to the lives of trans youth and promotes their inclusion and visibility in general can have real-world implications for the mental health and well-being. The purpose of the research is to understand how trans youth experience mental health from their perspective, to better understand the factors that support their mental health and well-being, as well as the challenges and barriers they experience in La Paz. It will also seek to raise their voices to inform public policy in the state, to lead to improvements in service delivery, education, and service provider knowledge and awareness around trans youth and their families, as well to inform the public, including families, about trans youth issues. The questions that guide this research are: what are the intersecting factors that support the mental health and well-being of trans youth in La Paz, Mexico? And how can the voices of trans youth be used to inform mental health policies and practices in Mexico? For this study, I intend to recruit through La Paz es Diversa 6 young trans plus people between the ages of 18 and 25 from the municipality of La Paz, Baja California Sur, as co-investigators. I will also include perspectives from families to identify barriers and supports they have. I will recruit 6 to 10 trans family members, which could be mothers, sisters, fathers, uncles, or other primary caregivers of trans youth. I will draw on community-based participatory action research and key principles of intersectionality, informed by queer studies, trans studies, and decolonial methodologies. Community-based participatory action research is a research approach that seeks to meaningfully involve members of that community in research. It is based on the knowledge and experience of community members and aims to promote social action. I believe meaningful participation of trans youths is key to properly understanding the mental health barriers and supports they experience, and leading this project to make a significant contribution to their context on their own terms. Social justice and equity are central. I will use intersectionality as a lens, as it will allow me to fully address the diverse experiences of trans youths and explore the multiple social and contextual factors that affect their mental health. This study will use photo voice and photo elicitation to highlight people's experiences and viewpoints, allowing participants to determine how they want their stories told. Photo Voice is a qualitative, community-based participatory action research method that uses photographs created by participants to highlight people's experiences and viewpoints. In this sense, I will use Photo Voice as a method of producing knowledge where trans youth can enjoy and learn by participating and have a sense of ownership over the knowledge they create. Photo Voice is a strategy in which people use cameras to document their realities. As participants engage in critical reflection on their images, they can seek change in their communities through the power of visual storytelling. This allows them to communicate with policymakers. I will also conduct focus groups with families with trans youth to complement this work. The data will be analyzed with trans youth using reflective thematic analysis, and they will be involved at every step in order to have meaningful collaboration in the study. This study involves multiple challenges, mainly ethical to safeguard the well-being of the co-investigators, anonymity and voluntary participation, as well as the protection of their photographic material, will be some measures taken to meet these needs. The project will serve to promote a necessary social change in La Paz and the state of Baja California Sur, in a way that directly benefits trans youth, their families, and our community in general, from the voices and actions of trans youths themselves. If you want to keep up to date with the development of this research, I invite you to contact me and follow the networks of La Paz es Diversa.